Right now, while you're watching this video, millions of data packets are flying between servers in the background. There is an invisible architecture that allows Netflix to remember exactly where you left off, keeps your Amazon cart full for days, or lets millions of people use Instagram simultaneously without the whole thing crashing. If you are designing a system, you will eventually reach that major crossroads: stateless or stateful. Let's start with the most common one: stateless systems. The underlying logic is brutally simple. The server basically has the memory of a goldfish. It receives a request from you, processes it, and instantly forgets you. What you did in the past, or who you are, means absolutely nothing to the server. So why is this a good thing? The answer is just one word: scalability. Let's say your app suddenly goes viral and millions of people start logging in. Your server is on the verge of crashing. If your system is stateless, you can just spin up 100 new servers right next to it. Since no server needs to remember user history, the incoming traffic is instantly distributed across these 100 servers. Scaling the system horizontally becomes child's play. Most of the REST APIs and serverless architectures we use today work exactly like this. To prove your identity, you have to pull your ID, like a JWT token, out of your pocket and show it to the server every single time, because it will never remember you. But not everything can have a goldfish memory, right? If that were the case, your cart would empty every time you refreshed a page on an e-commerce site, or you'd have to log in from scratch with every single click. This is where stateful systems step in. These systems have the memory of an elephant. They remember you, your preferences, your session data, and your past interactions. They provide you with a continuous and personalized experience. Databases, online multiplayer game servers, and real-time collaboration apps like Google Docs get all their power from here. But this amazing memory comes at a heavy price. Scaling a stateful system can turn into a nightmare. Why? Because if server A knows what's in your cart and the system routes your next click to server B due to heavy traffic, server B has no idea who you are and your cart will look completely empty. Constantly synchronizing this data across all servers requires massive network traffic and serious engineering effort. So, which one does the modern internet actually use? The truth is, massive systems don't just bet on one side. A flawlessly running system combines the strengths of both. Think of it like a restaurant. The waiters out front are stateless. Any waiter can take your order and pass it to the kitchen. They're all completely interchangeable, and during a rush, you can just bring in 10 more waiters from the outside. But the kitchen in the back, your database, is stateful. It is the single consistent memory center where all the orders, inventory, and recipes are kept. While the front end and AP remain stateless to scale infinitely, the databases in the background stay stateful to protect the integrity of your data. That is the exact silent balance running behind the scenes of the internet. The next time a website loads at lightning speed and simultaneously remembers your cart for days, you now know exactly which architectures are shaking hands in the background. What system design topics should we break down next? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.